Romare Bearden left Charlotte when he was very young, but the South always held captive his imagination. Like the author of a book, Bearden used his imagination to tell a story about his homeland. And like the author of a book, the artist used symbols, characters, and place to capture moments and ideas about early African American life in the South. On September 2nd, 2011, Bearden's 100th birthday, Charlotte and the Mint Museum celebrated his artistic legacy with the opening of a special exhibition. Romare Bearden, Southern Recollections, explored the artist's stories around Charlotte and the South. How does a museum share a resource like this with schools? How does a museum become a resource for learning and engagement with artists and artworks? Collaboration between the Mint Museum, Charlotte-Mecklenburg School's First Ward Elementary and Northwest School of the Arts, and teaching artist Peg Janou showcase how the museum uses a resource like Romare Bearden to inspire learning and engagement. In museum galleries, 4th, 6th, and 8th grade students and teachers explored Bearden's visual stories about his hometown and the early 20th century African American experience in the South. Back in the classroom, working with Peg, students create their own three-dimensional collage books, integrating English language arts and visual arts. Inspired by Bearden, students became authors of their own visual stories.
What's marvelous about running residencies in non-traditional art classrooms, like we ran part of this through language arts, and those teachers getting to see their students really succeed in materials that are not part of their normal curriculum is really fabulous. So all of a sudden, epiphanies happen, I think, for the teachers understanding their students and for the students understanding the point of reading and writing and communication. And I think that wonderful integration happens. Working in collage is just a really exciting media, and I hope that folks of all ages and sizes and stripes get to play in these materials more often. In some ways, it's just a lot less intimidating than having to draw. Because what I'm inviting them to do here is to draw with scissors, and I really try to get them to put down some of those drawing tools, and they draw out the essence of something with shape and with cutting and sort of intuitively working with what the papers suggest. One of the things that's so great is that here in Charlotte, they've claimed Romare Bearden. He is of Charlotte, and to have this town, have this fabulous museum, and this extraordinary retrospective is filled with so many great images for the kids to see, and for me as a teaching artist to spend time with is really a delight. And this project is great in that the kids, because they're of Charlotte, they share a town with a major artist. They're also sharing techniques that he used his whole life, where it's paper and glue, it's form and pattern, and it's narrative. I've been working on secret room books with kids and communities for years.
Room, there's a story. It's a story that kids your age wrote, and it's about a sunflower named Sunny who really wants to get some books for her garden. So all of these papers are made with kids. Just it's paint on paper. It's really simple, but because it's collage, it's been cut or torn and then made into a design.
And one of the great parts of it is to first generate a lot of paper. The kids actually connect really directly to the materials when they actually have painted, stamped, marked papers, and then they share this huge inventory. I kind of call it a marketplace of color. So they feverishly work in a very loose, Eric Carle way, generating pattern, texture, color. And then they're given an enormous piece of paper, which we fold and cut to produce this book that pops open.
My book is all about the time I went to Myrtle Beach.
Very cool.
And with me and my mom, This is me at the beach, and this is me and my mom driving to go to the beach. And we saw like a bunch of buildings and water at the side, and there was no black roads. I was thinking of the road. I just wanted to be creative, so I did road notes, like music notes, and I was wanting to be creative, not like a black road, because you want to be creative and do another thing. So that's.
I just really believe in these materials and their potential and how the individual comes through, and it's great when places like the Mint invite teaching artists, and there are these master collaborations between various institutions and age groups. I mean, I just hope that the world could continue to have more of that.